Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video, comic book edition. This is not the monthly stack of comic books that I had waiting for me at the comic book store. This is basically just a back issue video with a couple of new issues that I picked up. I did go to the comic book store, but I didn't have that much money with me, so I only picked up half of what I actually had there. But like I said, I mostly picked up back issues, so I just wanted to share this video with you guys. So, let's get started with the first back issue I found. And this is Action Comics, issue 595, starring the Silver Banshee. Like I might have mentioned before, I'm trying to pick up all these Superman books since the John Byrne reboot to current. I'm only missing one of these Superman Volume 2 series, and I'm missing a couple of Action Comics, so I saw this, and I saw it at a good price, so I picked it up. It's a comic book I did not have. Again, this is Superman by John Byrne, so that was pretty cool. I also found a back issue of The Incredible Hulk. This is Incredible Hulk 445. This is part 2 of the Onslaught crossover, which the Hulk book was involved. Sorry about that. I actually really like the Onslaught crossover, so I've been trying to also pick up any books that were part of that crossover, and this is the Hulk issue. Picked up a couple of Spider-Mans. Picked up Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man issue 188. This is actually a series that would reprint classic Spider-Mans. This reprints Amazing Spider-Man issue 48, where someone stole Adrian Toome's costume and became a new Vulture. So this is a reprint of issue 48. And then a Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man 189 is a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 49. So I know that I'll never be able to get Amazing Spider-Man books that far back. So it's cool to be able to read some of these older series in these reprint forms. And this one, again, stars that new Vulture along with Kraven the Hunter. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was able to get some Amazing Spider-Man back issues. Picked up Amazing Spider-Man issue 241 featuring the Vulture, the original Vulture. Also, I'm not really sure if I already have this one, but I picked up Amazing Spider-Man 278. I have a checklist that I checked and it wasn't there, but when I read the book and the story seems really familiar, so it could be that I might have read a reprint. I might own a reprint, or it could be that I bought this double. I'm not really sure. Haven't been able to actually check whether or not I do have this issue. But if I do, well, I guess I have a double Amazing Spider-Man. I also picked up Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man issue 103. Picked up Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 104. Picked up Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 110. And in this one, sorry about that. In this one, he has a meetup with Daredevil. This is during the Sin Eater storyline. Or actually, I think this is after the death of Jean the Wolf. So I'm not sure how that works out. But and again, I don't know if this is the first time this happens. But I read this issue, and in this issue, Daredevil and Spider-Man change secret identities. I mean, they reveal their secret identities to each other. So yeah, I don't know if this is the first book where that's happened, or if it happened somewhere else. But it'd be cool to find out if this is the first time that they've exchanged secret identities. Then I picked up Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 112 with a badass Santa Claus there. Picked up Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 114 where someone robs Spider-Man's original costume and his web shooters, and he's doing stuff with it. This is when Peter Parker was wearing the black costume. And I picked up Web of Spider-Man, issue 17. So those were the Spider-Man books I picked up. Then nephew of ours picked this book up for me. He went to Wendy's, and this comic book was included in the kids meal, and it's a Superman Wonder Woman kids meal comic book. I really do appreciate it because I actually do pick up Superman Wonder Woman. So this was pretty cool. It's kind of beat up because he kind of beat it up a bit on the way from the Wendy's until he gave it to me, but the artwork's pretty cool, and the story's kind of like a prelude to the Superman Wonder Woman book, and here they fight Brainiac, so at least the story's interesting. On to the new issues I picked up. I picked up Swamp Thing issue 32. This is a crossover that Swamp Thing and Aquaman did, where they fight this ancient thing. I think it might be part of the gray, the fungus thing, or it might be a different thing. I don't know how. I didn't pick up the Aquaman issue that was before this, so the story's incomplete. But I really liked the cover. I thought the cover was pretty cool. And again, Swamp Thing is still a great read. Picked up another book that's always a great read, and that's Wonder Woman 31. Wonder Woman is still fighting her fight against the Firstborn. Then I wasn't originally gonna pick this up, but just like I couldn't resist the Mega Man Sonic crossover that they did in Archie Comics. I saw this announced and I couldn't pass up picking up Mega Man issue 37. I actually was able to get the variant issue, but this is the Mega Man Classic crossing over with Mega Man X. So I thought that was pretty cool because, you know, I like the cover, how they kind of like find Mega Man's beat up helmet, and this is kind of. They haven't crossed over yet. I hope they do, but basically what happens is that Dr. Wily leaves one last death machine, and Mega Man goes. The original Mega Man goes to investigate, and it seems it doesn't end so well for him, because in the future, in Mega Man X future, they find the robot in bad shape, and they find a broken Mega Man helmet. So this is a 4-issue event. So I'm hoping I'll be able to pick up the rest of them, because the idea of Mega Man X crossing over with Mega Man, it was pretty cool. Picked up Uncanny Avengers, issue 20. I'm really liking this story. I'm definitely Uncanny Avengers is my favorite Avengers book right now, because even though it does have a lot of time travel and alternate worlds and stuff like that, at least it makes a little bit more sense than what's going on in Avengers right now. So, yeah, I'm liking this. They freed Wolverine, and they took the fight to the Apocalypse Twins. So, cool. Picked up Batman issue 31, the final act of the 0-year event, where Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, throws Gotham into this basically, it's kind of like the no man's land. Everyone's out for themselves, and Batman and Jim Gordon have to work together to bring order into the Riddler's chaos. I also picked up Justice League issue 30. This is the aftermath of Forever Evil, where Lex Luthor joins the Justice League, and he actually finds out that Batman is Bruce Wayne. And at the end of the issue, he goes and visits Wayne Manor. So it's very interesting to see Lex Luthor part of the Justice League, and he's going to bring along Captain Cold. So that's going to be interesting. That's a very interesting take on the whole thing. Then picked up Original Sin number 2, where it's revealed who has one of the eyes. And then picked up Original Sin number 3, with a big twist at the end where Bucky, spoiler alert if you haven't read this, but Bucky goes after Nick Fury, brutally kills him, chops off his head, and then takes one of the Watcher's eye. So I don't know what's going on or why Bucky's a bad guy all of a sudden, but yeah, I'm liking Original Sin. It's a very interesting murder story because they are trying to figure out who killed the Watcher. So I'm interested in seeing how that plays out. And the last new book I picked up was Forever Evil #7. This book took a long while to actually come out, but this is the big throwdown between Lex Luthor's gang and the crime syndicate. And they're able to defeat the crime syndicate. They're able to save the Justice League that were trapped inside Firestorm. They have Ultraman imprisoned. They have Superwoman in prison, who's bearing the child of an evil Alexander Luthor from Earth 3. Owlman's still at large, and by the end of the issue, they reveal that the big baddie that destroyed the crime syndicate's world is the Anti-Monitor, and he's looking for Darkseid. So that's very interesting to see if whether or not, now that there's the Anti-Monitor, they might reboot the New 52 in some way. So that's very interesting. This was actually, like I said, a long time waiting for this to come out. But at the end issue was pretty cool nonetheless. And again, this is going to have ramifications for the Justice League because Lex Luthor and Captain Cold are going to be part of the Justice League. So Superman's going to quit the Justice League because of that. And it's going to be interesting to see how Batman and Lex Luthor coexist in the Justice League, because they're two pretty strong controlling personalities, and to see who one ups the other is, I think, going to be really interesting. So really interesting things coming to the future because of this. So yeah, that was the comic book pickup video. Like I said, didn't pick up all the stuff. I left about 9 books, again because I didn't have enough money to pick them all up, but I left 9 books. So until I go again, I might add some more books to the pull list. But yeah, a lot of really nice reading, and I was really happy to be able to get these Spider-Man back issues. Because I don't know, it's not as easy as I hoped that find Spider-Man back issues. It's like Batman and Spider-Man are the 2 books I've had the most trouble picking up back issues for, but hopefully I'll be able to find some more and add to my humble collection. But thanks so much then to anyone that watches the video. I appreciate any thumbs up and comments that you guys leave. Like always, thanks so much for that, and until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78, signing out.